Did you just start flight training and don't know how to find an instructor? Or maybe you already started flight training and the instructor is no good? In this episode, I'm gonna give you 5 easy tips to choose the right instructor for you. Coming right up. Most instructors are here to build hours. That's just a fact of the industry right now and we can't get away from it. But that being said, that doesn't mean there aren't great instructors. My number one tip for finding a flight instructor is to do some research on him. Find 2, maybe 3 of his students and start to ask them questions about him, stuff that you think would be important. How fast is he finishing you? Is he charging you extra? Would he sign you off pretty quickly? And this would just get the ball rolling in the conversation, in the direction really, and then the student, he would let you know how is the flight instructor. And this is my number one tip, because the mistake most flight students make is before they even do any research on the flight instructor, they're gonna go directly to the flight instructor and ask him these same questions that you're supposed to be asking his students. And what's gonna happen? He's gonna tell you every single thing you wanna hear. He's gonna tell you, hey, I'm gonna finish you so quickly. Hey, you know, I sign off my students so fast. If you want to fly 7 days a week, we could fly 7 days a week. Then the next thing you know, you start flight training with this guy, and 2-3 days a week, maybe he's available, maybe he is not available, and maybe he's prioritizing other students over you, and what he told you and what he's doing is 2 completely different things. So find out from students, because students are usually going through the same struggle and they will let you know if the CFI is good or not. So you spoke to students and this guy is sounding good. So now you go to this CFI and you ask him. My number 2 tip, which is when are you going to the airlines, if you're going at all. And then when you ask him this, you're gonna ask him how many hours does he have, because the magical number is 1,500 hours. Once flight instructors get this 1,500 hours, that's it. They're gone. They're into the airlines. They don't want to be teaching you in a measly old Cessna 172 and they could be 36,000 feet in the air in a nice air-conditioned Embraer. Their main goal is to get to the airlines, just like yours. So you want to know, okay, am I just starting out, you know, and this guy has 1,300 hours. Those 200 hours for a flight instructor is going to go so quickly. So you want to find out if he has maybe 400 hours. If this guy has 400 hours, he has a while to go before he's going to reach 1,500 hours. So this is a good indication that he probably would be able to get you through private, instrument, commercial, multi-engine. Maybe he might even be able to teach you how to become a CFI eventually. So number 3 would be to find out his availability. How available is he? You're here and you want to get your hours in as soon as possible. You want to get to the airlines as fast as possible. I know you. You're a diligent guy and you're spending a lot of money to be doing flight training. So you want this to go as smooth and as quickly as possible. So you want to find out, when is this guy available? Is he available only 1 day a week? Maybe he's available 3 days a week. Then you need to calculate, all right, I need to get myself to 40 hours. And then if this guy is only available 2 hours a week, then it's going to take me 20 weeks to get there. Or that's compared to a guy who probably he's available 10 hours a week. And he's like, yeah, come, let's train. So you're going to be a lot better off with the guy who probably has like 10 hours a week available compared to the other guy who has like 2 hours a week available. And another thing about availability is you want to find out, and you should have found out already from his other students, is how many students does he have? How much of his time is going to be shared with other students? Is he going to have to put you off constantly because he has to get other students ready for check rides and that kind of stuff? Or is he going to be available for you at your every beck and call? This is for you to find out. My number 3 tip for you would be something that unfortunately I learned after my commercial license. And this is why I want to help you guys out so you don't have to make the same mistakes I did. So that would be to find out how experienced the instructor is, because not all instructors know the same, and some of them have been here for years and some of them just got started. So the instructor who has experience, he's going to be able to tell you all the regulations word for word, note for note, and he is going to be able to get you to your goal as fast as possible. This is compared to the instructor who just started. Did this to a CFI who just didn't start. For example, like I had a CFI who was pretty new and he didn't know some of the regulations to his best knowledge, and he made me do extra flying, and this was extra money spent, extra time wasted. Definitely a pro tip: find out from his other students and stuff, how experienced is he? Does he know his stuff inside out? Will he be able to teach you efficiently? Number 4 is, do your personalities match? Because this is going to make a big deal in flight training. You're probably going to spend 80 hours jammed next to this guy in a cockpit. You want to make sure your personalities match up, because if they don't, things could get uncomfortable really quickly. So you know the type of people that you like to associate yourself with. You know, you're probably, just for example, you're probably an easygoing guy looking for a much more easygoing CFI, or maybe you're a kind of guy who likes a challenge and you want an instructor who's going to push you, who's gonna constantly push you to the limits. I personally like instructors who push you to the limits. I don't like instructors to baby me, you know what I'm saying? So it's all up to you and what you like. Some people prefer, easier going instructors, take their time, that kind of stuff. It's all up to you and what you want out there. And last but not least, number 5 for choosing a CFI is, don't let your school choose your CFI. I see this happen so many times to new students, that they let their school choose their CFI because they don't know, they think that the school has their best interests at hand, but really and truly the school just wants to start to get you to fly. And they go and they fly with someone and they're not a match for each other. And then they have to switch instructors, spend extra time, spend extra money, because now that they switched instructors, the new instructor wants to see all the stuff that the previous instructor did all over again to make sure that he could sign you off. So switching instructors is one of the worst things and one of the biggest setbacks that you could have in flight training. So don't let the school choose your CFI. So you guys pretty much know how to choose an instructor now, and you won't have to go through a lot of the struggles that I see a lot of students going through on a daily basis with instructors not matching. Now, say, you went through all the instructors in your school and still none of them are good. Well, in this video here coming up, I'm gonna show you how to choose the best school. And choosing a good school is almost just as important as choosing a CFI. So I'll see you next week. Have a good one, guys, and stay safe.